So the history of email marketing, permission-based or otherwise, really stems back to when the first networks were created amongst technical people existing in the ARP network in North America. And actually the first spam message was one of the first email marketing messages ever to be sent. And it was sent to 500 people back in 1991, I believe. But where email marketing as a discipline has really come from is direct marketing. If you think about all the principles that underlie everything it's trying to achieve, they are very, very similar to traditional direct marketing. So what we're talking about is right message, right person, right time. The thing that's different is the method of delivery. Traditional direct marketing, we're used to seeing postcards go through the post. We're used to seeing letters come in the post. That content is simply moved into a digital format and going into the inbox that sits at somebody's computer or on their mobile phone, or wherever that may be in the future. So the history of permission-based marketing is actually very limited. We're often saying that in the 10 years that it's really been at the forefront of what interactive marketers are doing, very little has changed. But what has changed is the number of people that have adopted it as a method, as a medium of delivery. The technology behind email is very fundamental. It's SMTP gateway, delivering an email. You have a database, you have content, and you track what happens. 1999, 2009, nothing has changed. But what has changed are how organizations are looking at the consumer. What's happened is we've moved from a batch and blast mentality. It used to be about taking one huge database that an organization had and sending out one message to all of the recipients. Everybody receives the same message. Fast forward 10 years, where we are now, it's about targeting consumers as individuals or perceived individuals. By that I mean taking all the products and services and information you want to deliver to a consumer and ensuring that the email that one individual receives is tailored to their preferences and their requirement. So making sure it's delivering the right content to them. So what that can mean, for example, in the travel industry is ensuring that you're delivering spot-on offers from the destination somebody wants to go to based around where they're traveling from, rather than just sending broad-based Asia-Pacific travel offers, for example. It's also about understanding how consumers' preferences change through a life cycle as well. Before, it would be companies would just send one product when they have it, and we have another product, let's send another email out. Now it's about understanding what a consumer has purchased before and what they may purchase in the future and where they are in that product life cycle. Take a computer manufacturer, for example, Dell, a client of ours in Asia Pacific. They map very closely when somebody has bought a particular product. They then look at what peripherals map around that product that could be of use to that consumer. They will then make sure that the consumer is given every opportunity to know about what offers exist around that. But then what they're looking at is what's the average lifespan of a PC or a laptop. Perhaps it's 3 years for the average consumer. Then at 18 months, we start to sow the seed of new products that are coming online. What things would be of interest to that consumer? Perhaps we will then start surveying them to understand how their circumstances have changed. If you think about things like children growing up within a household, they may go from a period in time when they really don't need access to a computer, where in that 3 years between the last purchase and the next purchase, they are going to need access to it for school. So what are the kind of things we can be put in front of consumers? So where emails come, it's come from being batch and blast, one size fits all message, to really being about tailored content, making sure that the consumers feel as though they're being marketed to as individuals. Because if you do that, you drive transactions, you drive ROI.